Well, I'm here to explain the rules for Gundam Model Kits Contest 2024, which will be held on SM City, the Block, North EDSA in the Philippines from June 1 to June 9. And I'll explain some of the rules which you think are gray areas and then how this contest is different from the more popular GBWC or Gundam Build World Cup. I won't be going through the entire rule book. You can read it on Gundam Philippines Facebook page, so we can read through that. We're not going to discuss the prizes also, and we're not going to discuss the categories because that is pretty much self-explanatory. But what we'll be doing is we're going to take some of the points here, which are we I've seen a lot of contention online, and it's the same issues year after year when they have this contest. So hopefully, I can shed some light into it. And if you're wondering why am I able to do this and what makes me say that I know the rules, well, I am two-time Gundam Build World Cup champion, and we are second place champion last year for Gundam Model Kits contest. So I do know a thing or two or three about winning, and these are my trophies to prove it. Okay, so first up is this item here. Gunpla model kit for GMKC must be bought from Toy Kingdom or Toy Kingdom Express at the SM department store. Yes, you have to buy from Toy Kingdom because this contest is done in cooperation with SM malls. There's no ifs, no buts about this. That's really the way it is. This is SM. This is their way of promoting the hobby. And by the way, this is free to join. You don't have to. There is no entrance fee per se, unlike other contests like Tetsujin in Singapore. It's kind of minimal, but still like $12 or I think $15 to join one entry. So in this one, no entry fee. You just have to buy the thing from Toy Kingdom, and you must have a receipt showing that you bought it from Toy Kingdom. So that long strip of paper, that's the receipt. So the next question is, what if I bought this thing months ago, year ago? Can I still join it? Well, I've actually tried it. As you can see here, I lost the receipt for this is my daughter's entry. It's a Ale Strike Gundam. We lost the receipt. I went to the Toy Kingdom branch and podium. Here's what you need to give them. You need to give them the date of when you bought it. If you don't remember, somebody in your family will know. Somebody used a credit card. Somebody recorded it in their phone as an expense. Somebody's birthday. Grandmother came to visit. A little bit of digging will get you the date, and then you will need the item, of course, and then the price. So they need those three things. Contrary to popular belief, Toy Kingdom does not store any names. Even if you use a credit card, they just record the credit card number. They don't use the name. They don't record the name. It's just the credit card number that appears in their system. Nothing else. So they do take the Data Privacy Act a bit seriously. So no point in showing your ID or passport. So again, you need date of when you bought it, the item you bought, and the price you bought it. Then they can search it through their database, and then if they find it, they will print out an invoice for you, which is this sheet over here, which is not the white thing anymore. It's this green thing. But if it's more than a year, well, here's the hard part. The representative or the customer service from Toy Kingdom, which I talked to, said they store these records pretty much for a year. After a year, they can't issue an invoice anymore. It gets wiped from the system. But they do still have a text file that records the transaction, and they can print you on a bond paper exactly what the receipt says. So I don't know again if that is you can join just using that. I will find out this 2024 if I can because I have another kit that I'm joining, and I don't have the receipt, but I do have a printout from them. So I guess we'll just have the customer representative sign it or the store manager sign it, authenticate it. So that's what I will do, and then we'll find out if that'll work or not. So again, open to all Gunpla enthusiasts except employees of banking training, international toy road, yada yada yada, up to the second degree. So basically, if you're second cousins with anybody who works for the distributor Banky, you cannot join. There's a funny story behind this one. I was actually approached by Banky to become one of their distributors for Gundam kits. I told them flat out no, because if I did that, I won't be able to join GMKC and definitely cannot join GBWC either. This is where it gets interesting. So here are the guidelines for joining. So out of the box build. So build using the parts and accessories that come with the kit. Don't add anything from other kits. This is very important. I'll throw in a little bit of a legal precedent to here. So If Rule 3 seems to violate Rule 1 takes precedence, something to that effect. So that will come into light a little bit later. So out of the box means everything that comes out of the box. Then obviously it's the model kit, and yes, the decals that come with it, whether it be rub sign, rub sticker, water slide, normal decal that people don't like. It has to come from the box. If it didn't come in the box when you open it, it is not allowed. So modification dioramas not allowed. No adding of parts or weapons from another model kit. Yes, because GMKC is strictly a best in paint contest. It's like going to a car show. Car show have different categories. You have best engine modification, best in interior, best in exterior, best in paint. So this one is strictly a best in paint contest. You can do any kind of paint job: marble, clear, pearl, shiny, weathered, battle damage, whatever it is. It's all legal as long as it's paint. You don't do anything. Which goes to the question of battle damage. Can I damage using a soldering iron? Can I damage my model kit? No, you can't. You don't mess with it. Weathering, yes. Battle damage from scratches, yes, but actual damaging of the kit, no, you can't do that. Painting in various color schemes and patterns allowed. Yeah, that goes back to painting. Here, this is a sticker. The use of decals or stickers is allowed. So remember when I say refer to rule number 1, yes, you can use the use of decal stickers allowed that comes with it in the box. Anything outside of the box, you cannot use. So I think that should make it pretty much clear. You're allowed to use the decal or sticker that is inside the box when you bought it. So that means you cannot take any scrap decal that is lying around there and then just toss it in. No. Especially the ones that are kind of unique, let's say unique to the kit itself, say X105 Strike. You cannot put that decal on a RX-78. No, that's not allowed. Sharpening a V-fin and split the skirt is allowed. So yes, that's pretty standard because especially on the high grade ones, the V-fin has a nub at the very end. You can get rid of that. You can sharpen it. And then most high grades have the front skirt as one piece. You can split it so you can have articulation on the leg. So that's allowed too. Putting and sanding are allowed. Yes, you can fill in the hollow parts. For example, Penelope and C Gundam. You have the hand parts and you have hollow parts here. You can fill that up to make it more solid. You can fill in the back parts of the skirt to make it more solid. That's also allowed. This is a bit advanced. Not everybody does this. So model part and detail lines erased by putting and sanding can be relined and rescribed by adding extra panel lines. But adding original extra panel lines, yeah. Okay, this is a bit of a more advanced technique, but not. I don't think anybody else knows. Most everybody doesn't do this except for the advanced ones. This is especially true for the high grades where you have, say, a joint here in the arm. So when you join it together, you put it, you sand it. Some of the lines are not as sharp anymore, so you can rescribe them, so you can make them sharp again. That is allowed, especially I think on the high grade Zakus. They still have a split here. Some of the older high grades, they have a split here. They have a split here on the leg also. That one's allowed. So we can rescribe those things. That's not a problem. Submission is on June 1 and 2, but I've seen some people question, why is the event from May 30 to June 16 when the submission is on June 1? Well, they want to set up 2 days early. People will still go and look because it's not just the contest that's going on here. They have a pretty big area where they will sell Gundam also. So and I think May 30 is a Thursday. Yeah, so May 30. Yeah, May 30 is a Thursday. So they don't want to miss these 2 days of selling Gundam to the public. So that's why. And why is it up to June 16 when the awarding is only on June 9? Well, at June 9, you get to take your thing home with you, and then they still want to keep selling, so they extend another 7 days. That's what they want to do. They'll probably just cut the area in half and take home the cabinets from where the contest is being held. So they still have a pavilion there in SM City. Yes, you get to take home your entry after the awarding. So it's not going to remain there for another week. And here, participants are required to personally present the physical entry with the Gunpla box, entry receipt, valid ID, and completed entry form. So yes, you are required to go. No proxy, no friend, no nothing. So valid ID for kids, it's usually a student ID or a passport if they have one. And the entry, the time to enter is from 8 o'clock. The time to enter is from when the mall opens at 10 up to when it closes at 8. So that's all day Saturday and all day Sunday. Now, this is also where it gets dicey and a lot of people have complaints. The judging criteria. So it's basically there painting 35, idea presentation 30, craftsmanship 35. So 35, 35, 100%. Is it a little bit vague? Yeah, it's kind of a bit vague. Okay, this is where it gets a bit more dicey, and we see a lot of people complaining about this one. So the criteria for judging, you have craftsmanship, which is 35%, you have painting, which is 35%, and idea and presentation is 30%. Doesn't get any more vaguer than that. But here's the reason why it's like that. It, if you look at Miss Universe, the criteria is equally vague also. In Miss Universe, basically, you have the judges score where they have the points for style, stature, standing, or whatnot. It's all arbitrary because, again, it is a beauty contest. So, but I'll try to quantify it or qualify it a little bit more what we mean by craftsmanship. So, quality design of the work and a proper way of building and putting it together. So, you might think that, yeah, any idiot or any 8-year-old can put together a Gundam model kit. Well, that's true. It does say on the box 8 and above. But there's a well put together kit is easily evident from somebody who shortcutted it. What do I mean? You missed a nub or two, or you don't know how to sand it properly. You assemble it and the parts aren't flush. It's not stuck together. This one pretty much is for the experts out there, the guys who've been building a long time. There's already pretty much a given. Everybody will get a perfect 35% score for that one, especially when building it for quite a few years. Now, painting 35%. So this is the big one. Your painting technique. There's several different styles you can take. So there's always the standbys. You can pre-shade it. You can do clean build. You can do metallic. You can do weathering. Other fancier paint techniques, marble technique you can do. I've seen one, I think, a couple of years ago where he did just all black and he lined all the edges with green so it looks like Tron. So that was impressive also. You can hand paint a design. So I've seen some guys who take a big shield and then they hand paint a dragon on it. That is acceptable. That is fine. So again, best in paint contest, guys. And it's harder to do a perfect paint job than you might think. I have a car shop and then we do painting also for cars. It's a lot harder on a Gundam model kit that's that small. On cars, it's easy to correct the, say you missed a spot or a spot has orange peel or something. You just sand it away. On the model kit, no, you cannot do that. You have to redo the whole thing. So again, what the judges are looking for on this one is something that I won't call it exactly that they've never seen before. So again, you will be hearing to me referring to the beauty contest metaphor a lot. If all of you are ugly and you're the prettiest among the ugly one, you're going to win. But if all you are pretty, the exceptionally beautiful and pretty will stand out. The same way that when you watch Miss Universe, you see all 100 candidates go by. Every single person who watches that will make a mental note of, okay, pretty, 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 pretty. Ooh, very pretty, 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 pretty. Ooh, very pretty. Everybody will form automatically in their head their own top 10. It's no different from judging a model kit contest. You will look at, say, 8 entries. So you will walk by it. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Ooh, very nice. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Oh, very nice. There are certain entries that will stick out from the crowd. That's just the way it is. So either number one, they are the painting exceptionally well, or something that they did made it stand out among the rest. So idea and presentation. You might be wondering why this thing is 30%. Origin, the total look of the entry and the manner of style in which the Gunpla model kit is exhibited or displayed. Yes, posing on this thing is horribly important. Again, just like Miss Universe, the way you pose, the way you walk is important. You can have a very well painted kit, but if it just stands like there, like a G.I. Joe, it's not going to win. There are people who spend literally an hour posing their entry when it comes to this contest. And I suggest that you practice posing it first at home so you pretty much know what the final pose will be before you go there and pose it, because you will sweat and you will curse if you pose and then something while you're posing something falls down. And I've seen that during the qualifiers. So again, posing is important. Originality-wise, what do we mean by that? Well, we'll take a cue. It's not officially in the rules here, but we'll take a cue from the GBWC rulebook. If you paint a Gundam in Evangelion colors, that's not going to win because it is not Gundam. So, and it's not original either because you took it from Evangelion, or you paint a Gundam using Iron Man colors or Iron Man style. That's no originality anymore. That's not gonna happen. So again, it's something that has ideally it's something that's never been seen or never been done before. In case of a tie, judges will rejudge and break the tie. There's almost never tie in these things. Prizes wise, there is of course first place, second place, third place, and I think there are five consolation prizes. Let's see where it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, so as far as prizes go, well, of course, there's first, second, third place for the different categories, or under 14, under 20, and over 21. There used to be a new challenger category also for each of these things, but well, they scrapped it this year. And then there's consolation prizes for 48 place, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's total of 8 winners on stage at any one time for each category. So then come here to Prohibition. There you go. This raises a lot of angry reactions on Facebook. So number one, the use of copied or counterfeit gunpla is not allowed. I think that's self-explanatory already. If you still think that needs explaining, maybe you shouldn't join. So the big no-nos here are number one, use of copied counterfeit gunpla is prohibited. That itself is already obvious. That doesn't need explanation. Work that may violate third-party portrayal rights, intellectual property rights, yada yada yada. So again, you cannot make a Coca-Cola Gundam. That's not allowed. You cannot make a Pepsi Gundam. That's not allowed also. You cannot make a Gundam in the Porsche Martini colors and put Martini on it. That's not allowed. Works that are contrary to morality or public order are prohibited. You cannot make a Gundam that's naked or paint a Gundam with boobs. That's not allowed. Works that contain personal information are prohibited. Obviously, do not put your phone number and address on your work. That's already a big no-no. Works that contain slanderous expressions towards specific personal groups are prohibited. So, in short, no N-word, no fuck you, no shit, no asshole. You cannot use any of that. You cannot paint the finger on the shield. That's not allowed. Inappropriate treatment not consistent with the purpose of this competition are prohibited, including but not limited to political expression. So yes, you cannot have a Democrat Gundam or a Republican Gundam. That's not allowed either. And then let's scroll down to the comments and see what people are saying. So here, hi, I'd like to ask if stickers and decals are allowed. Can we use decals from, say, like Warhammer 40K? No, you cannot use that. Can I use stickers and decals from other Bandai Gunpla kits? How about standalone Bandai decals stickers sold separately? Okay, this is a bit of a dicey area, but pretty much the answer is no. Okay, this is how you do it. So in pretty much every gunpla kit, you have your generic warning stickers. Warning, the red dot, the red triangle. So those things, if you fuck it up and then you use the exact same decal from another kit somewhere, that is allowed. That's not a problem. What it's referring to here is, again, what I said a while ago. You cannot put a Amurore logo on a Zaku or a Neo Zeon on a decal on an RX-78. That's not allowed because it didn't come with the kit. But the little small ones, again, you ran out, you fuck it up, or for whatever reason, yes, you can use the exact same decal on it. So that's not a problem. Can you submit battle damage customs, or just repaint it? Battle damage without actually damaging the Gundam, yes. So there's ways to do battle damage also. Oh, if you mean battle damage like the arm falling off, no, you cannot do that. You have to submit it according to what the instructions are. The only acceptable ones are whatever's instructed. So let's say you have a Gundam that transforms. You can submit it either as a robot or airplane mode. That you can do that. So if it appears in instructions as an option, not a problem. So let's say you have a RG Zeong. You want the arms out like that with the cables, you can do that. Here's this one guy. I would like to ask about the needing of an official receipt for purchase of Toy Kingdom. Is it mandatory or completely optional? It says in the rules it's mandatory because not everybody buys from those store and local hobby stores available that sells legitimate gunpla kits and online shopping as well. It would be nice to get some clarification because I believe having the boxless manual is enough. Valid IDs are enough for verification and official receipt. Just borderline overkill gig. Again, this is done in cooperation with Toy Kingdom. No Toy Kingdom, no venue. So yes, you have to buy it from them. It's not overkill. It's their rules. It's their venue. You want to join, you follow it. Yes, not everybody buys from these stores. Yes, so there's there's an SM somewhere near you. Don't worry, wherever you live, there's an SM mall nearby. So here, limited to one entry per person, like last year. Well, some people want to enter more than three, but yeah, it's limited to one entry per person. So this guy said in 2019 you can do up to three entries. Oh well, not anymore. How about a model kit that's purchased ago at Toy Kingdom North EDSA, but it's still sealed? Will it work? I don't exactly if I still have the receipt. So again, you can go to Toy Kingdom North EDSA, give them the three pieces of information I told you: date, price, model kit, or actually better yet, bring the whole box or bring the whole thing that's sealed and say, I want a receipt for this one. They should be able to find it. Also, it's bring your own tools, cutter, panel line prohibited. It's already built. Why you're not gonna build it there on the spot, you know? It's you build it, then you bring it contest. It's not build it on the spot and paint it on the spot. That cannot happen in 2 days. Can you enter a Shopee order or screenshot? No, you cannot. Are kits bought in Shopee and Lazada from Toy Kingdom allowed to join? Yes, you just ask for them for the receipt. You can make a note for it that please give me official receipt, and then they will include for it. If you buy it from their respective online stores, yes, you can join. I have a kit that's bought in 2019. I still have the invoice. Yes, the invoice is acceptable. That's not a problem. You can enter that one. That's not a problem. Oh, this is interesting also. Just asking, how do they verify if the entry is made by the submitted builder name? Are they requiring a video? Well, no, they don't require a video. It's basically an honesty system thing. Even in GBWC, it also states that there are no proxy entries. Entries must be made by your own, and amateur and professionals are welcome. But in my case, my 8-year-old is joining. I have a video up on YouTube of her doing it. So when people question, did she really do that? Yeah, here's the video. You take a look. She did it all by herself. So might as well. So if you and you can start your own YouTube channel also, or pictures of you doing it, or video. Actually, yeah, video works fine. It's not required, but if there are people who doubt you, Banky and the organizers per se will not check your video. They will not ask can you really show me on your phone that you're the one doing the video? They're not gonna do that. Here's what you do: just save it for if you win, and then people bash you, then you link them to your YouTube video. That's pretty much it. Here's another one. Here's another question for proof of purchase. Lahat po ng section sa SM Department Store ay Toy Kingdom Express. Yes, every Dep store is Toy Kingdom Express. It doesn't matter what SM it is. It's the TK Express. That's the delineation there. So if you have the receipt, yes, you can join. So that pretty much covers what we need to talk about for GMKC 2024. So it's already April 11. You guys have pretty much 2 months to join. So see you guys there.